to the VLenore Show. Here, we will discuss lifestyle, beauty, celebrity gossip, and current events in our own way, my way, the style. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Well, hello, lovers. How are y'all on today? It is Monday, January 20th, 2025. It is Dr. King's Memorial Day. Shout out to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who stood for nonviolence, who stood for peace, who stood for economic equality. But he wasn't no punk about his business. Don't ever get it effed up. Dr. King was no punk, okay? He did not have a problem addressing matters, addressing conflict in particular. Okay, he had no problems with confrontation. He did that, but he did it in a classy, nonviolent way. He was the man for the job because it couldn't be me. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, couldn't be me. Couldn't be my mama. Now it could have been my daddy, maybe. My daddy was very, very calm. He probably had more emotional intelligence than my mother and I combined. Um, you don't want to push him though. You don't want to push him. But he was very calm, you know. And he could probably address confrontation in a nonviolent, peaceful manner. Yes. But I wasn't taught quite that. I was in the middle. You know what I'm saying? My mom was not one who could you just didn't even want to raise your voice to my mom, okay? I don't mean as a child, I mean just as a human being talking to her. You might want to watch it, okay? She was a little cuckoo. So it couldn't be her, okay? And while I probably lean more towards my daddy's way of doing things, I got a lot of her in me. Okay, I got a lot of her in me. The older I get, the more her comes out. It's funny. But shout out to Dr. King because he was definitely the one who allowed God to use him. And look, it takes several different types to achieve progress sometimes, right? Because Malcolm X was a necessary factor as well. Okay, the Black Panthers, a necessary factor as well. Everybody had a different approach, but the goal was the same. But today we honor the one, the only, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We also want to honor his wife and family who sacrificed to have their loved one sacrificing himself for the greater good of our people and the country as a whole, honestly. So shout out to him. Okay. Now, with that said, they decided to have an inauguration for a fool. Okay. An orange idiot. Um, see, this is why it could never have been me. See, God may be using me for something else, but this ain't one. This ain't it. Okay. All right. Um, whew. But they decided on today. And I don't think it was like some big decision. I think this is just how the calendar fell. Okay. God forbid. It's how the calendar worked out. And they decided to put a violent orange idiot in office on the day of a king who was nonviolent, who was smart, brilliant, in fact, who was kind, who was selfless, who did things for the greater good of all. instead of this orange idiot who only gives a damn about himself. It's something else. It's something else how the world works, ain't it? Ain't it? I need y'all to hit the like button, please. Let these people know we is here. We here. We back in business, baby. We are here. So please hit the like button so they know. Also, do me a favor, share. Share this live out, folks. Share it out, honey, because we need the people to know we live. We live. I actually, when I said it, because I got, I have my new computer. Praise God. Thank you, V Stylers. I got a new computer. Still got some kinks to work out. And the time zone that was saved on here was the Pacific time zone. So even though I scheduled the live for 7:30, it showed up as 10:30 originally. So some may have seen the notification and had the wrong time. So if you wouldn't mind, please, please, please hit the like button. Please share and call a friend. Okay, call a friend and tell them that VLenore is live. Okay, VLenore and the V Stylers, we are live. All right. Let me say hi to those of you that are here. Hello, the one and only A Shell Loves. How are you, my love? How are you? Hi, old handy girl. Okay. How are you, sis? Old handy girl. Hey, make it rain. How are you? Southside Chi Town. Yes. Deborah Williams is here. Dimples Wimples 504. Nola Brown. Hi, how are you? Patty. Yes. Who else? Minding business. Yes. Hi, Dr. LaShanya Bruce Brown is here. Yes, she is. She is here. Yes, she is. Hey, sound check Annette. Mm-hmm. How are you? Wait, let me get back to you. Girl, I was having issues. I hope nothing happens while we are live because I set up. I'm still having some issues here too. Gotta get my monitor. I had ordered an HDMI cord, right? So my monitor, I can't see things on my second monitor. So as I was trying to set things up, sound checking that, girl, the mic somehow got jacked up in the process, and I was all set up to go and had tested things out, Annette, and then all of a sudden it broke connection. Okay, so I'm hoping that I don't have any problems sound checking that. So if I do, I'm glad you are here. Okay, goodness. Hey, Popeye's Tribe. I'm sorry, Popeye's Tribe Urban Media. That is. Hi. Now don't be mad at me, Popeyes, because I did have some chicken. I just didn't have Popeyes today. I had some leftover wings. I had forgotten I had them, y'all, from the restaurant where I told you that I gotten the Ethiopian dry rub wings. Oh, baby, they were good. They were still good. I know it was 2 days ago, but don't judge me. It's none of your business, okay? But I that's what I had. Okay. Hi, Denise Marie. Hello. Hi, coffee is brewing. Yes. Hey, Texas Toy. Texas Toy, I thought of you. Tomorrow, I'm going to come out here and we're going to talk beauty. Okay. Because Texas Toy says I be lying. Okay. She said I be lying in the jingle. And then we don't never talk about beauty. We're going to talk about some beauty tomorrow because I got my glasses, my glass frames, several of them. And I need y'all's opinion. Not that I'm just going to do what y'all say because I know what I like. All right. I already know what I'm leaning towards, but I do have a couple pairs I want your opinions on. Okay. Texas Toy. So you better be here, damn it. All right. Because tomorrow we're going to talk about it. And then I'm going to talk to you too about I tried a couple of different different skincare regimens. I'm combining some stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Because I feel like my skin is all jacked up, y'all, since I got back. I feel like my whole body is jacked up. My sleep patterns, everything is all effed up. So, anywho, we're gonna talk about maybe some of the skincare stuff I'm doing or I've purchased and I need to try and all of that Texas toys. So damn it, you better be here. I don't want to hear shit about it. Okay. I don't give a damn what you're doing. You need to stop, change your whole entire schedule so that you are here to talk about beauty, doggone it. And I mean that. All right. Thank you. Hi, Prima Wanda. How are you? Hi. Hi. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's right. But it does today. Okay. Because we're back on Nesto's ass. All right. And he's the one that said it. What you say? V don't forget shit. That's right, damn it. I remember. I remember what you had said. So you better not forget tomorrow. We're gonna talk about beauty, damn it. Hey, Casty, how are you? Hi, Linda Gibbs. How are you doing? Hey, Attitudes and Tylenol. Hello. Uh-oh, what you say, Dimples Wimples? Can't go wrong with Old Faithfuls, olive oil, Vaseline, or castor oil. You know what? Now, I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. I am not gonna lie because they say you're not supposed to use Vaseline. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. My grandmother, now she wasn't my biological grandmother. I think I've kind of explained this before, but my dad was raised by his uncle. So my great uncle, right? His uncle and his uncle's wife. So my, his aunt and uncle, okay? Who I called my grandparents because that's essentially who they were to me, right? And I called her Mom Air. Okay. Again, I didn't have a choice in the matter because the oldest child of the generation, that's who gets to decide what the grandparents get called. So he had called my grandfather Pappy and the grandmother Mom Air. Okay, Mom Air and Pappy. So Mom Air, she wasn't my biological aunt, right? Because she's married to my uncle, whatever. Anyway, but Mom Air, she was very fair complected and she, fair complected with freckles, whatnot. And I remember her regimen each night was putting Vaseline on her face. She would put it under her eyes and just pretty much over it. I'm guessing her entire face. That was her regimen. She'd cleanse her face with oil of Olay. She did oil of Olay, and then she put the Vaseline on her face. Now, I've been told and I've read multiple, things that said Vaseline on the face is bad, right? Because I guess it clogs the pores, whatever. But there are times when I have like a dry patch, like I use a serum, like a hydrating serum on my face. I've started now using I need to buy some more, but I use the hydrating serum, the Clarins anti-aging double serum. I use that, but I now also use a vitamin C serum. Now I just bought a new one. It just came today. A new vitamin C serum by a different manufacturer than I had in the past. And it came today. And that's helpful. But what I noticed that I'll still get like a dry patch. Like I'll get them it's always in the same area, like right around the frame of my chin area. There might be a dry patch right in there. So I will put some Vaseline on that spot and go to sleep, wake up the next day, and it usually helps. And a lot of times I'll do it several days. Anyway, I try not to do it all the time, but I do it and it does help. I'm learning too. Now, this is not a skincare thing. Have y'all heard this new hack where you can take your Vaseline and you melt it down, like put it in the microwave or something, melt it down a little bit, and then put like your favorite cologne or perfume in it, and then put it back in the fridge, let it firm up again, and then use that to put on your skin. And it's supposed to keep the the fragrance on you longer. Just saying. I'm learning all kinds of hacks and things, right? But anyway, we can talk about that tomorrow. See, Texas Toy, we talking about beauty right now. You see this? You see how we do over here? We talking about beauty. You never know when it's going to happen, Texas Toy. I have to mix Vaseline with my lotion in the winter, or I'll be looking like I have on white tights. Shut up. It is usually this time of the year when I do have the Vaseline. I mean, that I'll have those dry patches more so than other times. And yeah, I get it. I get it because I'll lotion myself down well, and then I also have to put some Vaseline on my hands even. And here's the thing, I'm a Vaseline snob. I only like the lavender smell, the lavender fragrant Vaseline. However, I am going to try this perfume hack, which means you can't have the lavender kind. You got to have the plain Vaseline. I'm just saying. Hey, Black but not bitter. Prima Wanda, but girl, did I say hi? Attitudes and Tylenol. What you say? All I use is shea butters now, and it's helped everything wrong with my skin. On your face too, Attitudes and Tylenol. Now I use shea butter. That's the type of lotion I use, or if you want to call it lotion, that's what I use as a moisturizer for my entire body. I use shea butter. I do use Vaseline for like elbows and knees and that sort of thing. In addition, as well as, like I said, those patches on my face. But yeah, no, I use shea butter too. I use I'll tell you exactly what I use. I get most of my hydrating moisturizers and things from Bath and Body Works. So I use the oil base. I'll show it to y'all tomorrow, as a matter of fact. So I'll buy the oil for whatever. So like I use the cocoa shea and the coconut. I think it's the coconut fragrant shea butter. And so I'll use the oil, the baby oil. It's like a baby oil. The oil, I'll put that on first. Then I put on the shea butter on top of that. Okay. And then I'll do, like I said, the Vaseline on the elbows and knees and stuff like that. And then I'll put on my favorite perfume, whatever that is. And people always, always stop me and ask me what I smell like. Oh, you smell so good. What do you have on? And they can pick up a little bit on the perfume a lot of times, but they're like, it doesn't smell exactly like the perfume. It's a mix because it's layered, right, with that shea butter. So that's what I do. Hey, T Rain, how are you, honey? Evening blessings, sis, and everyone. Hello to you. Okay, now let me say this before we get started. Yep, hold on. Linda Gibbs said, Orange Clown, who is a convicted felon now residing in the yes, the orange idiot. Okay, he is back. And get this. I may have spent 49 days in jail, but guess who is not? I repeat, guess who is not a convicted felon? Won't God do it? Won't he do it? Hallelujah. He did that. He did that. Now, speaking of which, let me just say this real quick. There have been there's been some talk on the town. And when I say the town, I mean YouTube. And when I say there's been some talk in the town on YouTube, I mean in the ghetto section, okay? In the gutter area, okay? And people have had something to say about me going to jail as if they came out here and exposed me for it. That's the first thing, all right? As if it ain't the grimiest motherfuckers who got something to say. Now, that's just a fact. I like to call a thing. And when I say grimy motherfuckers, I mean it. All right. It's very interesting that the people, or a couple of idiots anyway, have said out loud that I have no right to talk about Nesto. because I went to jail. I repeat that VLenore has no right to talk about nasty nigga Nesto because I went to jail. Ain't that some bullshit? If they know how we know, if they know what we know and how we know, tell them 19 cycles. This Negro has been to jail 19 times, and this nigga is a career criminal. VLenore is not. Let's get that straight, okay? VLenore did a one and done 17 years ago. This shit that just happened was on a technicality. Don't get it fucked up. I'm very clear on who I am, okay? Now, you may not be clear, idiots, but I'm very, very clear. What you say, Shell? Nasty nigga Nesto is a career criminal, ain't he? Ain't he? Yes. Chi-Town CPA said, fuck them, B. We love you no matter what. Thank you, Chi-Town CPA. It's the ignorance for me, okay? It's people talking shit about some shit they obviously don't know shit about. That is that part for me. And then let me tell you what else it is. Sometimes people have a problem when you can go through something and you can still come out on the other side and still clear about who you are. Okay? Because I know who I am and I know who I'm not. And what I went through is not an indication of who I am from a character standpoint. As a child of God, I have not changed who I am, and I'm not going to change who I am simply because I went through something. Because if I really want to break it down, I think a whole lot of motherfuckers have been through some shit, and it wasn't based on something that they did. Now, I take ownership for what I did 17 years ago, because this shit right here was a technicality. I still stand on the fact that I don't know why I had to go through it. I am still holding out that God is going to show me what it is that, he wanted me to learn in this process. And some of it has to do, I already know off the riff, some of it has to do with the fact that I was able to see some conditions and understand things in a way, based upon the work that I do. Or some of the work I do, I should say, working with people who have transitioned out of those circumstances. I'm often assisting people with reentry back into society. That is something I have a passion for. But this just added a new layer to some of the things that I can speak to and fight for, because the circumstances by which people who are incarcerated are living through, it is inhumane. It should not be. When I say that this is a community of people who are lost and forgotten and disregarded, it is true. And so, I'm beginning to understand better that this adds to my fight. This adds to something that I can speak to and fight for. But what I'm not going to do is give in to some bullshit because that's what somebody else feels about themselves. And when you come out on the other side and you still know who you are, when you've gone through some stuff, that sometimes intimidates people. So that is their problem. It is not mine. It is not going to be mine. But I'm sad for those people, okay? Because what they need to do is get into their prayer closet. And they need to worry about what it is that they need to do to clean themselves up instead of worrying about what VLenore is doing. Because, see, VLenore is still blessed. VLenore is still favored by God. And VLenore is not a convicted felon. Won't he do it? He did it. Won't he do it? He still did it. He did it again. Okay? Because I came out on this side and it's just as clean as it was before I went in. In fact, cleaner, because everything is locked down, shut down, and everything. In 6 months from now, you won't be able to find the shit. So don't ever worry about what's going on with VLenore, because that'll hurt your feelings. That will hurt your feelings, okay? Because I ain't lost not near a friend, not near a connection, not near a blessing. No, didn't. Not one thing. Not one thing did I lose. Now, as I mentioned, I'm not working that job. I'm not. But doesn't mean I won't be, because if you were paying attention to the story, okay? If you was paying attention, VLenore resigned because that's what the job suggested, so that I could what? Come back. Won't he do that as well? But as I mentioned, I'm taking care of VLenore right now. All right. And then once I feel that VLenore is taken care of and I've got some other things in order, then I will revisit that. But VLenore has options. So don't get it effed up. Okay. If you got a problem, take it up with the Lord. Take that up with the Lord. But don't worry about VLenore, because she's not worried about you. Okay. All right. Now, would you say, T Rain, someone commented on my comment to you, sis, and mentioned therapist. I blocked that. Well, you know what the truth is? Therapy is, I welcome it, and I'm actually seeking it, because what I went through was traumatic. I think people should get therapy when they haven't dealt with any serious immediate trauma, because we've all dealt with some trauma and we all can benefit from it. But let's not get it, effed up. I'm open to therapy. But yes, Chi-Town CPA, Nesto and I are not the same. And I'm going to talk about that ass on tonight. Did the math. Nesto has been incarcerated for approximately 910 days, and you did 49. As Sonya would say, what are we talking about? Exactly. Exactly. Hey, Danielle. V, you are one of a kind. You are a blessing. I really missed you. I missed you too. I miss you like a friend. Y'all are my friends. I really missed y'all. I did. I really did. Okay, y'all. So let's talk about nasty Nesto's ridiculousness. Okay. Mm-hmm. We're gonna talk about a real criminal. Okay, a whole criminal. Uh-huh. One who has been to jail 19 times, one who was married to at least 5 different women, possibly 3 to 4 of them at the same damn time, someone who has been is now looking at charges of SA. Okay, it rhymes with grape. Okay, yeah, someone who had things on his computer that involved children and animals. And you know what? He's not allowed to be around them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are not the same. They not like us. Okay, they not like us. Not at all. Not at all. Um, what you say from the woman? Okay, who the hell's messing with Harvey Lenore? Got a tank full of gas. New sneakers and a Sam's Club jar of Vaseline. Baby, talking about that Vaseline reminded me of what the hell I had to say. You know what I'm saying? Oh, anyway. So yes, we got to talk about this food right here. Oh, a couple quick things too. Let me say this. If you haven't, please uh, uh, um, subscribe, describe, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Ascribe, prescribe, all of it. Do all of that to Cuffs and Comfort. All right, Cuffs and Comfort. I can't think of who it was first in the chat today. And I had to go and like I said, I lost connection at some point. They asked me, please charge this to my head, not my heart, because I can't see that comment anymore. But when I had the problems with the microphone and I had to reconnect, when I had to reconnect and I came back, the comment was gone. But the person asked me specifically, when are we going to get part 2? I can come out. I promise tomorrow I will come out here for part 2 of Cuffs and Comfort, and we'll talk about what happened when I got transferred to the old jail. Okay, so I'm more than happy to come out here tomorrow. We will do that. Okay, but if you have not prescribed, described, subscribed, ascribed, all of that, if you haven't done one of them things over there at Cuffs and Comforts, please do so. Okay, because we're gonna get into some things over there. The other thing is, if you are interested, and I'm going back and forth now about how I want to do this. So yesterday we had our first installment of Blue Like Jazz, the book that I told you that I came across when I was in Orlando behind bars, and the book really blessed me. And I read chapters 1 and 2 yesterday. Part of me is thinking maybe this should be like a members only thing, or maybe we'll do it live and I'll end up putting them on members. I don't know. But we'll be back over there on Sunday. I'm going to do this every Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern. And we'll do some reading. Like I said, I read through chapters 1 and 2 yesterday. May not always do two chapters. Probably will only do one. And I'm not even going to guarantee that we'll get through a whole chapter. It just depends on how the Spirit is moving us. And I do want to drop the link. So if people want to come and talk about what we're reading, I welcome that as well. So again, if you're not ascribed, described, prescribed, or subscribed to VLenore Uncut, feel free to do so today as well. Okay? All right. Now let's get into this foolishness. Shout out to our girl, Shay, from Phone Calls from Prison. She and her husband are doing the Lord's work. You hear me? This is their ministry. I'm certain of it. Okay? This is their ministry. They are blessing all of us, and they are doing everything to help. Well, I shouldn't say this is not their purpose. I'm just telling you how God is using it. Okay. It is not their purpose to do everything to expose these fools, but it sure is working out like that. Okay. So please, 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 y'all just lift them up as they continue to do the Lord's work. All right. At Phone Calls from Prison. All right. So this next call that we're going to listen to, and I haven't listened to it. In fact, I haven't listened to any of it. I saw when they dropped it last night. And I haven't listened to it. I'm going to listen to it with you guys. But evidently it was from December 31st of 2022. And they are talking about, I guess Nesto is ranting about his attorneys. And I guess at this point, we're talking about Craig Lewis, correct? I believe that's what we're talking about. All right. Hey, Simply Silver. So let's get into it.
In this video, you will hear Nesto become very angry as he vents to Sonya and Dion. This situation arose after a call between Shirley Strawberry and Nesto on New Year's Eve 2022. If you would like to revisit that call, it will be linked at the end of the video and in the description. To quickly refresh your memory, I included a small clip of that conversation with Shirley. After the clip, you will hear the calls that Nesto made after he talked with Shirley. Take a listen.
Did you see your phone go out? Look at the other place?
No.
What?
Nope. Nope, I haven't heard from her. So I'm just, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I gotta see if I'm having money anyway, because I didn't realize I had to pay the lawyer another.
Poor Shirley. Even then, she's already saying, I don't have any money. Okay? Nesto, you knew your wife didn't have any money, yet you were constantly draining her pocketbooks, getting her out here. Oh, there's an echo. Darn, is there? Oh, Lord. Is there? Hey, you need a solution too? There's an echo. Is it bad? I don't think I can do much about it. Oh God. Let me see something. Audio. Oh wait. Okay, maybe this will help. All right. What was I saying? He was always draining her damn pocketbooks. He wanted her to not only pay for the attorney, put money on his damn phone, put money on his damn books. Is there an echo right now, y'all? Oh, the call is the echo. Okay. So let me see. I just hit the echo cancellation. Let's see if this helps this time. Okay. Oh God. Okay, let's see.
$20,000.
Hold on. Okay, first of all, when did he tell you got to pay $20,000?
How much do you think it costs? Let me ask you that.
I got that part. But when did he tell you that?
Yesterday.
Okay, so
He said that I stopped paying him after I paid him the 15.
He said what now?
I stopped paying him after I paid the 15.
So wait a minute.
Hello.
You know what? You busy?
No.
So let me get this straight. So basically okay, good. I'm glad it works now. Thank you guys. Thank you for telling me. So let me get this straight. She doesn't have any money, right? We know this. He knows this. And the attorney is saying that he needs more money from them. Is that what I was hearing? Okay. Now here's the thing that's interesting. So he hangs up with his wife, and then immediately he has to call Sonya. Now it's December. If I understand this correctly, here it is, December 2022. They're still fresh in this love thing they got going on, if you ask me. And he's immediately getting off the phone with his wife, calling this woman who had to find him in jail, if I understand correctly. Only Me 23, thank you so much for the membership that you gifted. Cam Lewis is the recipient of said gift. Thank you so much for gifting that membership. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, please hit the like button, y'all. Something's really wrong with Nesto. Okay, he was anxious to call this bony lady. Interesting. Okay.
Baby, go ahead. I'm just
I'm
making
so
simple
fucking
offers.
mad at this nigga done call her talking about, hey man, you gotta go ahead on pay us, don't pay my balance off my 20,000. I said, what? Yeah, that's what he called and told me yesterday. I said, what you gonna do that for? The nigga ain't got me like he said he gonna do me. You know what I'm saying? You rap behind my back and said that shit. Now that motherfucker all said all mad and shit. You can't do that. You can't. I orchestrate my own shit.
Well, we know you orchestrate your own shit. This is why you are behind bars again on the 19th time. Because the way you orchestrate and what you orchestrate, Nesto. And now you think you're going to run this attorney who needs his money. Okay? And your wife doesn't have any money. Okay? So you're over here orchestrating what she should be doing with her purse. You over here, you really lightweight orchestrating Sonya, but she thinks she's running some shit, which is interesting. This is a mess. All right.
Owe him that shit. And she all upset about that. You know, you got to pay the balance off, and you know, you stop paying. She already all over the damn place. I told her that. I said,
Right. Not built for it.
What'd you say?
Not built for it.
No, you don't rattle the page up.
Okay. Sonya has this thing where she thinks it is a flaw. Evidently, it is a flaw. Hey, Siri Colette. It is a flaw for a woman not to understand, not to have had any experience not to have had to navigate uh, 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 the legal workings on behalf of a man who stays in jail, who stays committing crimes. And somehow this is a flaw of Shirley, because she's not used to fooling around with people like this. Make it make sense. She thinks that you should have to know how to do this. No one is supposed to know how to do this, Sonya. And Sonya always says that if you're dating a black man, this is something you just have to be prepared for. But I'll be honest, I ain't never had to do this with any black man. I've only dated black men. Only. And I have never once had to deal with this. Hell, I didn't know how to navigate it for my damn self. I didn't, and no one in my life really knew how to either. But, ma'am, this is not something you're just supposed to know how to do, because you shouldn't have to do it, because you shouldn't be doing shit that would require you to have to navigate through it. Girl, but she keeps throwing that up about Shirley, and I don't appreciate it. Honestly, but you know what I do believe? I believe that one of the reasons she brings that up is because subconsciously she knows that this Negro right here is a career criminal. She may not know the ins and outs of how much time he's done in jail and how often he's been back and forth, because she seemed to only believe, I'm guessing at this point, that he had only done some prison time 20 plus years ago, but that wasn't, his current situation. But I believe in her subconscious, she knows that this is his life, and she wants to make herself look appealing or seem like the better choice, because she knows how to navigate through this. This is crazy, okay? This is crazy. And honestly, Sonya, this is why he didn't select you. You chose him. He really didn't choose you. Because if you had chosen him, you wouldn't have had to locate him in jail, because he didn't call you. You found him. That says a lot to me. But let's listen.
Dummy, and you ain't got me. You doing this? I said, even Dummy with the hat didn't even do that. He took 15 up front, cash.
Right.
That's it. Make payment. You got your 15. Work. You ain't working. I ain't out.
Right.
So he might, they just throwing money around. Ain't nobody throwing no motherfucking money around. Niggas is lying and getting money. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm not with that shit. Either he's not going to have me out of here this week, or get the out the way. I'll sit in this motherfucker and say, then I come on down to the house now when I get out.
Wow.
Right.
That's what he did. That's I don't like that type of shit. I'm really catching the lies, to be honest with you. I just holding my tongue right now. You see what I'm saying?
You're catching a lot.
I'm catching the lies. I'm catching the lies. Because see, one thing about that contract, I want you to see that contract yourself. That contract, if motherfuckers don't do what they're going to do, I can't get none of that money back.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can always get your money back regardless of what contract says, especially if they don't perform to the contract. If you don't do exactly what he's supposed to do.
Let me explain something to you. He came up here and took a picture, and when he took a picture, talking about, I'm getting it to you. Why she wants to see your picture? She wants to see. I asked about that shit 2 days. She said, "What you talking about?"
He took a picture that said what? That she wanted a picture?
Yeah. I taking a picture. She wanted a picture of you. What? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Come see my behind the screen shit. So I asked about it. She said, "No, I ain't asking about no picture. What you talking about?"
Did you ask him back about that?
No, I'll be out with her.
So wait a minute. He's saying that Krell came to see him and took a picture of him and claimed that Shirley wanted a picture of him. However, when he spoke to Shirley said, I didn't want a picture. Now, do we believe this story? Because honestly, you got to question anything and everything Nesto says. So either A, he's lying, or what would be the purpose of the picture, I wonder. It wasn't like he went out. We haven't heard of Krell selling any pictures. I doubt that he would do that. That would be very um that wouldn't be professional. So, do we even believe that? Did that happen? T gonna say it if it got to be said. Hey, Laker girl, did I speak to you already? Do we believe this? Do we know this story to be true? I Problem woman, I think he lying too. That don't make no good sense. But why tell this lie? But anyway, let's listen.
Forgot about it.
No, you say that because you want to catch him out. You want him to if that's what he's doing, you want him to see that,
Yeah. So, and I told him straight up, yes, hey, listen, man, this how this shit go. Well, he ain't sending it because of you. Right, if we supposed to get us right, she supposed to live what I'm supposed to say. Ain't that right? Unless she's going to have to take charge. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, I'm just going to be honest with you. So it's the same thing. They can't take charge, so they're going to do what the own. So guess what? Ain't nobody finna do all that no more. They already made that first mistake when they get the other motherfucker all that money. Because they thought it was going to be out in a week. They thought it was going to be out in a week. They gave it to them.
The first guy.
What'd you say?
Wait a minute. So he's suggesting that the attorney should not have been paid the what he was paid, or he just said they thought I was going to be out in a week, so they gave him all that money. I don't really understand what his point is here. And it sounds like you still owe him money. I don't know.
Guy.
The first guy. That's why she gave it to him. Because my son seen the nigga on the internet talking about he's fine, he all right,
Oh, the first guy. So are we talking about Krell then that wanted the picture? Or are we talking about the other guy? The BC, is it BC? Was that his name or whatever? Chopra. I'm very confused as to what he's saying. What point is he trying to make right here? I'm very confused by this. But following Nesto is very hard to do, to be quite honest. And it sounds like even Sonya's not that completely clear. But anyway.
He did the thing was the cases didn't jump on me like that. Jerry jumped on me a month later. You see what I'm saying? But they hired him for that petty shit first. So he still didn't do right.
It's funny. Only Me 23 said Nesto thought he was going to be out in a week also. Yeah, and he thought he was going to be out every week after that too for multiple years. A mess. A whole mess. Hey, Make It Rain. Nesto, you can't get any money back since you didn't pay for anything. Shirley didn't ask for any picture. All the funds go back to Shirley. Should. They damn sure should. It looks like, though, down the road. Thank you, Make It Rain, for the super chat. It also seems like when they were firing these people and they were asking for deposits back and shit, the money was getting forwarded to the next attorney each time. Was that not happening? It seems like I vaguely remember that's what it looked like. Money from Krell or money, I don't know, it looked like there kept being this transferring of money. Now, in my experience, it doesn't really work like that. Like, you pay them for what you pay them for. I'm surprised that he was able to get any kind of refund and any sort of transfer of funds. And maybe I misunderstood that. But what I do know, in my experience, it doesn't quite work that way. Like, if you gave them money and you didn't get something done, that was the fee they charged, and you paid it. Even though the outcome or whatever didn't work out the way you wanted it to, that doesn't mean you get a refund. It doesn't mean that hey, Life Unleashed, doesn't mean that you can transfer it to the next person. But, call me crazy. Anywho.
Period. If he won.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I didn't like that, man. He fucked his own self up. You fucked his own self up. I already told you I wasn't doing no more than 15 till I see some results. You keep
What?
the paperwork here, that shit ain't nothing to me. That don't mean nothing till I already see.
Hold on. You said Native is live? Alicia? No, I'm sorry. I didn't even know that. Oh, no. What time did Native go live? My God, today. Let me see. What time did he go live? Yikers. I didn't realize that. Native. Oh, Mr. Native. I didn't know. What time did he go live, y'all? I can't tell what time he went live. Oh, every Monday at 8. Oh, my God. See, I ain't got no schedule. So I didn't realize it. I would have scheduled mine later. Damn it. Okay. Oh, well. Sorry, Native. All right, let's get back into it.
You doing this? I read it again last night. The same thing that Lloyd did. Now, I've still been sitting here 30 days left longer with no motherfucking date. It's the same shit. You just got a little bit more words on it. So, basically, what I'm going to say is, no, I'm not paying shit, and I'm going to tell her, don't get them send another payment until maybe Tuesday. Maybe. Huh?
Okay.
No. To right, wrong. Now, I listen to other people and they tell me, yeah, man, you need to work on it. You need to do this. You know, you need to change it. I do that shit. I'll listen now. If I can't find no other motherfucking way, I'm going to listen. You know, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So, what I'm saying is, y'all got money. And that's what you call that, the curse, the heaven and the curse when you're dealing with people who got their own shit and you're affiliated with their shit. It's a curse on your ass, motherfucker, to put your other on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, first of all, y'all don't have money, and that's obvious. It's unfortunate, but I'm sure you have a big part in why you don't have money. Okay, there's that. And it's obvious you don't have money because your wife is staying with a friend, and you have your wife out here staying with a friend and having to come out of her pocket to pay for attorneys, and you're over here talking shit with the next heifer. This makes no sense to me. So whatever, it's funny because he's still trying to, and let's be clear, y'all didn't have money. If anybody had some, it was Shirley. But even Shirley says she ain't got none. Okay. But you ain't got no money because you don't earn any money, Nesto. Now, normally I would say, what a married couple has is what a married couple has. But in this particular case, y'all were married on paper and you were never a husband. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say you were never, ever a husband. So she didn't have any money. Y'all didn't have any money, but you're over here bragging as if you have something, and you're trying to make it sound like you have something, that the two of you have something, and you're trying to impress Sonya. And that is why the two of you have scammed one another. This is a mess, a whole mess, child.
But I don't like. I hate that shit. I hate that. Even with my business. Oh, you need to get a white man face on your shit. No, I can't get my own face on my own shit. For me, because I'm me.
Right.
It's the same thing. Hey, your wife balls. Yeah, I got it. So I don't like that shit. That nigga don't even for me like that. So you got what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. You don't have. And what?
Regardless of what she got, somebody wanna. That might not be the role she plays.
Thank you. Thank what you, and you told them folk that. You told them that.
Mm-hmm. He got your own.
Exactly.
People just assume certain things. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, you assuming. You don't even know what the going on. I done told you. My partner done told you what the deal is. My partner done told you. The nigga say get him out. You good. Ain't listening at all.
Right.
Who's his partner? Who is he saying told him that, or told the attorney? My partner told y'all. Who's the partner? Because who else is talking to the attorney outside of Shirley and Sonya? That's who he's talking about? Sonya? Huh? Dre. Okay, so that's why I was wondering. Wait a minute. Laker Girl and Prominent Woman said he's talking about Sonya. But this is true. Hi, this is true. Says we're talking about Dre. It sounds like he's talking to Sonya. So to me, it sounds like he's speaking of someone outside of Sonya. No? Make It Rain says Sonya. Huh? Anywho. Amazing. Okay, let's listen.
And I know he's working on getting you out, first and foremost, and the other stuff at the same time. I did not know he sought an actor for some money.
Yes, he did.
I mean, more money or whatever. I know he said that he mentioned that she stopped paying him, that she's supposed to send him. I mean, continue the payments. I mentioned that to you.
Yeah.
This is the whole problem. This is one of the problems, I should say. It makes absolutely no sense that this man would be messy enough to ask his side piece to handle his legal affairs, knowing that his wife is paying the bill. It makes no sense that he would do that. It's messy, it's risky, and if I were the attorney, I too would be like, I don't need to be dealing with all these different people. I need to be dealing with my client and maybe the person who's paying for it, but never a third person. And it's so disrespectful at that. Like, what did you hope to gain? You really thought this was going to play out well? Having your side piece involved in this while your wife is completely vulnerable as it is. She's living with someone else. She's low on funds and her husband is in jail. And she's having to get to work every day. I'm guessing at this point she doesn't have her vehicle. She ain't got no home. She has a job, but she doesn't even have a bed. She's on a blow up mattress. And on top of that, you're going to have a bony heifer on the side contacting the person that is getting my funds to get you out of jail. You crazy as a motherfucker. I hate that it went on as long as it did. I wish he had learned this shit early on. This is pathetic.
So they hot about it. Then they hot about the movement thing. See, they're trying to pack up move because the paper said I can't move them full then. So the folks down move and do all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Because of the whole thing.
Right. So now the shit that got all the way confusing again.
Man, you know what? That's crazy as hell.
I'm telling you what's going on. That shit done got crazy and because I told him shit. Don't tell her that you get that. Okay, well, I ain't saying that, but you ain't told him behind my back. You wouldn't have said that.
Mm.
Yeah, they need to go and tell. I told them yesterday, man, these folks trying to move. Nah, I just go and tell them to move. No, I'm not gonna do that. I still got the bond out, nigga. I still got the bond out. That costs more money.
All right. Unless he can work on that dismissal.
Man, them folks ain't talking about no dismissal, man. That shit ain't even going down like that.
Unfortunately, sir, you don't need to bond out because you're not going to get a bond. And when you do, it's not going to matter because then you're going to have some shit that doesn't have a bond. So you're still going to be held in there. And then when you do get a bond, it's going to be so high you can't be able to afford it. So, sir, you're worried about the wrong things. Spoiler alert. Okay? You're worried about the wrong shit.
Yeah, it ain't nothing but the bond. That's all it is, whole thing. Anybody know dismissal or none of that. None of that.
What?
That's what I'm saying. You need to read that paperwork yourself so you'll know what's going on. If that's what you want
I'll tell him to bring the paperwork. Come on.
Yeah, 'cause that ain't what's going on. I told him yesterday, I say, man, go ahead on, get me going where I can get you all the way out the way. He goes, there ain't no guarantee with BC. Ain't no, I know BC ain't no thing that he a different type of businessman. He ain't like no nigga shit, got to be on the billboards and shit. He ain't got that kind of stupid responsibility. He ain't putting himself out like that. He care about him. I ain't want to tell him, hey, I know my folks gonna goddamn bang his head for real on that goddamn paperwork, so I'm not worrying about him. Certain people got certain shit they're scared of. I saw that already since I've been in here with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I know where his weakness at. The other dumb is worrying about the billboard and them girls. That's all his concern is. So I know that part. So right now she all crazy in the head. I told that dumb nigga, I said, don't folk goddamn disappear or fall the fuck out. I'm done. You done too. Everybody done.
Right.
I told him that.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Leave.
Let me make sure I understood him correctly. Y'all correct me. Is he saying that he told the attorney that if them folks fall out, meaning who? Shirley and who? Sonya? If them folks fall out, we're done and you're done too. Is that what he's alluding to? Am I getting that wrong? I could be getting that wrong. But is that what he's saying? And then repeating that comment to Sonya, the person. So did Nesto just admit to scamming Shirley? Well, he's definitely scamming Shirley. But he said them folks fall out, meaning Shirley fall out with him or Shirley fall out with okay, I'll play it again. This is true. Hold on. The fuck? Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Okay.
Worrying about the billboard and them girls. That's all his concern is. So I know that part. So right now she all crazy in the head. I told that dumb nigga, I said, don't folk goddamn disappear or fall the fuck out. I'm done. You done too. Everybody done.
Okay.
Right.
I told him.
Okay, so he's saying that if Shirley loses her mind, gets mad, and drops the ball, he's done, and the attorney is done. Meaning because she's the purse, I guess. So here's the thing though. If you know that, why would you allow a third party, or in this case, a fourth party, to get involved and put your shit in jeopardy? Why would you play with fire like this? Because, sir, this didn't work out for you. I just got news for you. This did not work out for you. This engaging Sonya and having her take the lead in your legal and financial matters, that did not work out for you and your wife. Your wife gathered all of her toys and got the fuck out of there. Sir, why did you think this was a good idea? If you knew this, because now that's the one thing I would have to agree with you. You were going to be screwed if Shirley left with the bag. And that's what Shirley did. And you've been screwed ever since. You've been screwed ever since you met Sonya and you don't even realize it. That's the real thing. That's the real tea here. Ever since you got involved with Sonya, that was your downfall. That was the karma that you brought onto yourself.
Man.
Right. Leave it alone. Let you handle that.
Thank you. Thank you. So, but I know this nigga starving. He's starving. He's starving like a.
Hold on. Make it rain. Make it rain said, I want to hear the call when Shirley asked him where his money from all the businesses he was running. So she asked, see, I don't know that I ever heard that call because I've often wondered to myself, if I was a wife and this man had a security company, he had a barber shop, I don't know, whatever else he was over there fooling around with. But if I was Shirley, I'm married to this man, and the only thing that we have to show for anything is what I've brought to the table. And how what I brought to the table has not been enough is beyond my understanding. Because if she was making $500,000 a year, there's no reason why they shouldn't have been able to make rent. Okay, at a bare minimum, they should not have had issues with rent. So I'm confused as to why it is she never ever pushed that point. Like, where is the money that you earn? You've got a whole property over here that you're paying a lease to. Am I paying for that? And why am I paying for that if you've got business? If you're making money, if you've actually got business, why am I coming out of my pocket to handle those things? I would want to understand that too. Where is all your money? So is there a call? Because I sure would love to hear it my damn self. Because I don't think I've ever heard such a call. Because it has crossed my mind more than a couple of times. I don't understand this personally. Because I'd be wanting to know why it is that we are getting evicted so often. But then again, I don't think she realizes she's been evicted as many times as she was being evicted, because it sounds like he was pulling the wool over her eyes, making her think, oh, these bugs are here, we got to go. And this over here happened. Who knows how many stories she heard and how many times she thinks they got evicted.
Motherfucker, I got that part. I'm past all that. I just don't say much. I can see like a motherfucker.
Right. Wow. That's crazy.
That's why I say nigga act like Gary. I said that shit.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Oh, she's not even here. She went to go get her edibles.
Let me say this. Tallulah Malu said that's why I believe Shirley was in on his scams for the image it provided. But I don't think she knew about the essay. I have said this from the beginning. You cannot be this delusional. You cannot possibly be so oblivious to the fact that your husband, you may not know what he's doing. You may not know how he's doing it. But all that you've had to endure in the last 10 years that you were with him, you can't be this oblivious that you don't get that he's on some bullshit. He's constantly getting arrested. You are constantly unable to maintain housing. You can't even keep your vehicle at this point. Like, there's too many signs that he was on some bullshit for you not to know that he was on some bullshit. I believe she knew something too. Now look, I can't prove none of this. This is just my opinion. But I believe she knows that he was doing some bullshit. She didn't want to know the details. They had an understanding. I will never, ever, ever forget the one call I heard him say, if this is what I got to do to make sure you're good, then so be it. It was as if they had an understanding and he was saying, I'll take the fall. That's what I heard. Now, when I say it seemed as if he was saying, I'll take the fall, not to suggest that she was a part of that she knew what the schemes and the scams were. I just know that she knew that there were some schemes and scams happening. That's my belief. I can't prove it. I don't know this lady. She seemed like a nice woman. Okay. But I still believe that she knew some fuck shit was going down. And it was okay as long as it was working in their favor. As long as they were able to keep up those images, as long as she was able to say she got a husband and he looks so like he loves her so much and he's doting over her, as long as those things were in place, as long as she could drive what she wanted to drive, as long as those things were happening, then so be it. But I think she knew that he was on some mess. Okay? And this is my opinion. I don't know this to be the case, but I think Steve knew that this dude wasn't necessarily on the up and up. Look, you can get a vibe that something ain't right with somebody if you're really in tune. If you're really in tune to people and in tune to your environments, you can get a vibe that something just ain't right about somebody. And this guy is someone who made himself known to Steve, someone who used Steve as a help to orchestrating a whole proposal on his show. Steve is not doing that with just anybody. I believe that Steve knew him well enough and had some interactions with him enough to think, something ain't right about him. Because remember, Steve knows street dudes. Hell, Marjorie knows street dudes. Steve has been in the entertainment business for 100 years. Let me tell you something. Ain't no bigger crooks anywhere other than in the entertainment business. If they ain't in the streets, they in the entertainment business. Let's not get it fucked up. A lot of these drug dealers, that's why they end up with labels, and they back rappers and they back comedians. They do a lot of that. So I believe there's a crossing of street people, street dudes, and entertainment that happens. So someone who's been in the business for that long, they know that. So you don't think that he has an intuition to know something ain't right about this dude? I think they all picked up on something when it had to do with this guy. I just believe that. But let's listen.
All right, darling. I'll tell her. All right, honey. You too, darling. Cookie Mom. Go ahead.
Yeah.
She ain't even start some liquor for her birthday. Let's get on and drink. Go ahead, boo.
Yeah. And I already know he already did that, got in his head and all that shit. I listen how they talk. That ain't what he said. And that's just like, that's got to do this and that. That's what they got to do. No, you don't. That ain't what I told you.
Right.
That's not what I told you. Then you come here, I know they're good. I know they're good. I know we good.
So what do you want me to say? Do you want me to relate any part of this?
Yeah, I want you to tell someone. I want you to tell them exactly what I said. That shit one fool. I got what you do your part, do my part. Don't worry about that. If I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. If I ain't gonna do it, I ain't gonna do it.
Hold on one second. I just want to say this real quick because I don't want to get it mixed up. In Southside Chi-Town, you might not be saying this, but so Southside Chi-Town says Shirley made enough to have what she wanted. She didn't need him to scam, and I would agree. But here's the thing. So I'm not saying that you're disputing what I'm saying, because you might not be. You might just be adding to it. This is what I believe. I don't think Shirley wanted him for the purposes of what he could bring monetarily. I don't think that's it. Some women just want a man. Some women just want not only a man, they want a husband. Okay? And what I'm saying is that if you're so desperate for a man and a husband that you'll just take anything that comes, then you've got to know, if you're with this person, that they're not adding to anything you got going on. Instead, they're subtracting from what you got going on. So you're right. She didn't need him. In fact, she would have done better without him, because she wouldn't have lost as much as she's lost. Even if she couldn't buy a property, she could damn sure maintain rent someplace nice that made her feel comfortable. And so be it. This dude coming into her life takes away from her. And but that's not what she wanted him for. I do not believe she was like, if I need a man so that I can have more than what I have. That would have been nice for her. Some people, that's not as important as it is to just have a man. And that's what I think this was about. But see, there's a cost to that. If you're just so desperate to have a man and you'll take anyone, it's going to cost you. And she has paid a price on many levels, monetarily, her physical possessions. She's taken a hit to her reputation. Her career could have taken a hit. And she risked it all for this raggedy piece of shit. And that's what I think. I think that that's where she was. That's what she wanted. She wanted this man. She wanted a man. And he was slick enough to slide right up next to her, and God forbid slid up some other places, okay, and rocked her damn world with whatever he had in that little black ass bag, okay. I don't understand it, but I think that's what happened. and and now she's paid the ultimate price. Now I think that I'm hoping that now she's, washed her hands of him, and now she's better off and she's learned her lesson and she won't fall into that again. But I think that's what was going on. That's just my thought. I could be wrong. I don't know these people. Okay. I don't know these people, but that's what I think.
If I can, I can. And I can't.
Okay.
Yeah, that was some shit. No, all the place. You know what killed me is still kill me. I don't give a no more, because here's the thing. If I tell somebody, I'm trying to tell you in a nice way, this was going on. Stop trying to read between the lines. That shit don't work for you. Trying to find all the answers. The answer don't. Your answer's gonna come for you. I told you, my folk ain't them type of people.
If you know your folks ain't that kind of people, then why you keep putting your people in a position where they got to try to figure out how to be that kind of people? See, nigga, if you were doing the right thing, if you were just laying low, minding your business, hell, I bet Shirley would have been okay if he wasn't working at all and he wasn't out here scamming nobody, and he was picking her ass up every day and dropping her ass off every day and doting over her and running her bath water when she got home. She comes across to me like that would have just been fine. But instead, you got her out here because you want to show off for your friends and everything else. See, here's the thing. He could have had a good living, a good life, I should say, just taking care of Shirley. Just taking care of Shirley and Shirley alone. He probably could have lived a good life, because it seems like she wasn't putting a whole lot of pressure on him to bring some money into the household. And because she wasn't putting no pressure on him, all he had to do was take care of her. Take care of her. Be faithful. And y'all were going to travel good. You were going to get to hang out with them celebrities you want to, be around and say that you're affiliated with. You were going to be able to do all of those things. And maybe there's a way for you to have capitalized on social media as well. Maybe you could have kept it simple. You could have kept it clean. You could have kept it legit. But Nesto, you didn't want to do that. And so now you've lost everything, including your freedom. Love to Laugh said, V, in New York, women who have a man but have money, no house, no money, but look good is called ghetto fabulous women. Love to Laugh. It's like that in Columbus, Ohio, too, honey. I think it's like that everywhere. That's some ghetto fabulous living. It just is, and it's sad. But, I don't think there's anything wrong with Shirley wanting companionship, but at what price? And Nesto, it's okay if you wanted a woman who was of a certain stature. If you were going to be good to her, no matter what your background was, if you were going to be good to her and you were going to take good care of her and you were going to be faithful to her, hell, if you had just started ministering in the church somewhere, getting involved in an auxiliary, I got a feeling Shirley would have been okay with that. I just feel like that she had to have been okay with that, because you know why? I believe that because she was okay with you going to jail 100 times. She was okay with getting evicted multiple times. She was okay with you having these businesses that weren't bringing any money into the household. So certainly she would have been okay if you were just a good man who was taking good care of her and maybe volunteering at church or in the community or whatever else. I'm just saying that's what I believe. Make it rain. Thank you so much. Said Shirley was willing to have half a man and no man. And there are a lot of women like that. And that's why I say she would have been okay if he didn't work. I believe he wasn't working. He didn't add to nothing. So I think she would have been okay. Sonya's bell bottom said, I'm guessing it still got uh 10 years ago. You know what? That's what I'm saying. I don't know whatever the hell he had in that bag or in his pants. I don't know, but it was enough to snatch her up. But I don't understand why he just couldn't have done right. You know what I'm saying? Just been a good guy to her, and he could have had everything else he wanted. Tallulah Malu said recidivism has cost him life behind bars. He will never be free again, in my opinion. He won't. He won't. He will not. He won't. He won't. And Sonya ain't help it. Okay?
This ain't no regular shit right here. This is not a
Right.
regular person like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Them folks all over the goddamn place like a chicken with the head cut off.
What?
You made your sound effect.
No, just say I'm saying how this shit
I
going
know,
right
but you said that, Joe. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, and I told
You
my
made a mess.
I'm hot, and I told her I give you a bone, and nigga when this. When I told her I'll give you a bone, that's an extra 5, nigga. That's an extra 5. Who does that shit to keep you in the family? Come on, man. Want to fucking working? Fuck it, nigga. I'll sit up here in a damn another year. They gotta let me go. They gotta let me fucking go. I don't give a damn. It's another 2 years. That's 25 months. They gotta let me go. But then let me go. Guess what? You still be sitting in your motherfucking rocking chair on that same bullshit. Because I'm going to get mine. I know that for a fact. I've been doing it too goddamn long. God has blessed me too long.
You gonna get yours?
Patience is a motherfucker for me. So it is what it is. If I ain't out this bitch that by next goddamn week, like they say, and they bullshitting around, I'm tired of playing with these niggas, man. That's all. I'm tired of playing with these niggas. It's just too much girl shit for me. It's just too girly for me. I
What's
can't
too
handle that
girly?
shit right now. Too many emotions. They be talking about money ain't all rule evil. Yes, it is.
Yes, this is the bottom line of every situation.
It's the bottom of the line. So it is what it is. You see it, and then guess what? I'm supposed to man, there's so much shit I want to say right now.
I know.
Boy, there's so much shit I want to say right
All right.
now. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. And if he try to play those shit, but his friend or his man, I don't want to hear that shit. They're my folks. They're my folks for life. I don't give a fuck. I don't know why everybody said they know me. They don't know me. They don't. No, it is what it is. Stop playing, man.
Well, that's a fact. People don't know you, including your wife. Your wife didn't even know you. Now that's real talk right there. That is real talk. But let's listen.
It's a wonderful situation. They don't even have a clue what the going on. Assuming. Just like you said that split shit when you said yesterday. He said something about some marriage shit. What the is he talking about? He wasn't talking about you. That shit pissed me the off right there. That's some throw off shit. You know what I'm saying? Tell her I need my money because I'm trying to get married to somebody. That's some thing. Well, you know what that type shit sound like. You already know what it sound like.
I didn't even feed into it. I just was like, huh? I just was lost. I just was lost with the whole situation because I'm like,
he was talking to two different people. Yeah, I know exactly what he was doing.
he was trying to say like, no, he tried to imply like it was about you and him talking about me, and I was like, why would first of all, why would y'all talk about marriage with me anyway?
First of all, I'm not going to talk too much information what's about. I don't even know fucking know on the other side of the window over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna do that shit anyway, and I ain't finna put my got me goddamn covered for a police stranger that ain't put no skin in that motherfucking can. You gotta put some skin. I gotta feel your shit. I gotta feel your shit. Oh man, I'm sorry, I'm talking kind of different today, but I was okay.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, like you telling me to sit the fuck back, nigga, sit the fuck back. I got this over here.
All right.
Yeah, and you tell him I ain't the money ain't coming to I said coming because it made he feel like he in control. No, nigga, I'm in control over here.
Really?
You in control over there. You do that, and I do this over here. I know what I'm doing. I got a whole nother son. I got a whole nother situation. I want to put him on the same motherfucking shit that he don't even know. That's more motherfucking money. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
Right.
Yeah. That's 3 different situations that he got going on. That's way more money than I'm dealing with right now.
You still want Dion to talk to him about whatever his situation is?
Yeah, what my situation is, tell him my situation, and I was going to put him on. But, see, I know my folks, they're not going to deal with nobody until I go through what I go through. Because I speak on facts. If I say these folks good, like the motherfucker, they good. If there's some suspect shit, I'm not going to even talk.
I see what Sonya's bell bottom said. The irony, Sonya gonna end up being a better witness for the prosecutors. Like, where did we go wrong? What is even this? Or what is even this? I almost can't believe my eyes and ears. Is so crazy. It is. It's so funny because she is definitely helping to put him behind bars more than she's ever helped to get him out. Whether that was her intention or not, that's exactly what has happened. And her friend Sylvia is just as helpful, or lack thereof. The 2 of them have really, really solidified this case more than they even realize it. And if Sonya didn't realize it before, she should now, that she's gotten this subpoena and then the amended subpoena. Child, a mess. A whole mess.
I don't want you to talk.
Right.
I'll let you know there's some shit.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt your evening, but that shit burnt me the fuck right now.
That's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, that'll took some shit from the phone and took you to that type of shit going on. That TV shit, that's all it is.
I'll tell him exactly that.
Yeah,
because the thing of it is, what he's supposed to do is just tell me and I'll tell you, and you talk to her.
That's it. And then here's another thing, the killer party. Every time he asked me to do something, I do it. When he tell me he gonna do something, he relay a message, and it works like that. He done brought the cycle with that shit.
It get worse, sir.
Right, because I'm like, I thought, okay, and then he knows I can text you through the mail and tell you that way. Even if I don't hear from you in the moment, I could be like, read the mail, and then he'll know, okay, da-da-da-da-da, through the mail.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's right.
So he knows either way, you'll get the message within the hour. He'll tell you to check the message every hour.
Right. And that's true. But here's the thing. Man, that shit got me hot for you. They're like trying to kill 5 birds with one stone. You can't do that. Now in this case right here, you got to.
Now, let me say this. At first, I was going to talk shit about the fact that she's saying that she can get messages to him faster than the attorney. But that is probably the case. I will say in my situation with my new attorney, because my best friend is who reached out to him to even find him. And well, once I had the name and everything, and she went and she researched him, and then she reached out to him and had a conversation or what have you. Since they had that rapport, they had established a rapport at that point. When he came to see me and we talked, because he literally did come to the jail, met with me in person the first time. And he said, well, look, he said, I will contact her. And when I have updates on different things, I'll contact her. And then because she knew how to text me right away. Okay. So she could text me and I can check messages, pretty regularly. Like she just told him, check your messages every hour or something like that. So I could check messages and that sort of thing. And he did say, hey, I'm going to reach out to her. She can, tell you this. If you don't hear from me, then that means everything is good. And it's so funny because a couple of days later, he did reach out. And I was thinking, oh my God, he said, if I heard from him, it's going to be bad, but it was good. Um, but that does work like that. But I just think that it's ironic that he would he would select Sonya to be that person. Now I understand that his wife may have a job and she may have a job that's demanding, but for the most part, my guess is she still has the ability to be available like after 12 noon every day. Like she does a radio show. She probably has to be at work at 3 or 4 in the morning, but she's done by 10 in the morning. And maybe she's got some stuff after work, but in the afternoon, she could check messages. She could be his contact. She should have been his contact. And if not Shirley, it should have been like an assistant or somebody else that Shirley trusted. It should not have been his side biatch. This is ridiculous. Just ridiculous. And it empowered Sonya so much so that she it just emboldened her on another level that made her really feel that she was the most important person in his circle. And he made her out to be that. That's what's crazy. He really set her up for that bullshit. But Jesus, okay, let's listen.
You got to work. Sometimes you got to gamble on what you got going on.
Really?
Right now, man, so much shit I want to say, man. I'm so goddamn fired up right now. Yeah, he going to have to schedule the first of the goddamn month. First of the year start tomorrow, goddamn. He will try to schedule me a goddamn visit on some virtual visit because that ensure me that we're on the same page because he finna fuck this shit up. The lady ain't got no car to ride in. They done took a car. They ain't not used to going to get no shit like that. Who can they trust to go get shit? Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
No, straight up.
No, it does. It's what you're saying does make sense. I'm just.
They ain't gonna be running around with going to get no money out of the bank. They're not doing all that type of shit. I told her to send her a receipt that them folks took $75,000 out of her bank account. $75,000, just tuck it out. Okay, why she sending me that stuff, nigga? We showing you facts. That's fine. This shit showing you bigger than what you think this shit is. It's way bigger than what you think. You don't have no clue what we're really talking about.
Right.
So that's why I don't really talk that much when I do see it. I just talk about one or two things, and that really it. Cause I've seen that shit before. I'm a visionary. I've been through a lot of shit. Just like you've been through I've been through a lot of shit.
Yeah, we know, but you probably took yourself through that shit, Nesto. Liquor girl, you are correct. He didn't want Shirley to know his real charges. He was spending so much time trying to conceal shit from Shirley that he didn't understand how he was fumbling the bag in the process. That's exactly right. He was so busy trying to keep Shirley. And that's why I don't believe she knew all the ins and outs of what he was doing. But I do believe his raggedy ass was doing shit the whole time and she knew he was doing something. You know what I mean? But yep, Laker girl, that's exactly what happened. Hey, TD Will.
So he's still concentrating on the wrong shit. You're good. I didn't ask you to go get nobody no extra to listen to. I ain't ask you. You tell me what you say, and I'm gonna do what I do. I know how to pay bills.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't ask you to do that.
Sir, you know how to pay bills? Sir, y'all were evicted 1 million times. You know how to pay bills, sir? You weren't even paying bills at that place you was running a business out of. You know how to pay bills, sir? You wouldn't even pay the people whose shit you was taking to sell for them and give them their money back. That's a bill. You ain't pay. You know how to pay bills, sir? Boy, bye.
Am I wrong?
You're wrong.
No, no, it's just, I just
Very wrong.
really was just this whole situation just get over and just be done.
Get it done. That's all he got to do is get it done. You done been paid enough money to do that. His mind is,
I know he wasn't he's doing what he's supposed to do as far as that part is. I know he
Make it rain. Good point. Most rich folks don't have 75,000 in their checking account. Rich people don't even keep that kind of cash in their checking account. Not typically. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying it never happens. But typically they do not. You are so correct. Okay? A mess.
he's doing that part, on that
Let alone some broke ass niggas. But go ahead. Never my bad.
end with the courts and all of that. But I'm trying to figure out why you're so worrisome about when you said about the money part.
because they need it. That's why. They need it. Did you say the other day about somebody, the driver? They need it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. And this is the biggest party shit they done had in a minute. Come on now.
Come on now.
Don't for the prono, whatever you want to call it.
Huh?
You'll figure it out.
A prono? Wait, what? Hold on.
I just really was just this whole situation just get over and just be done.
Get it done. That's all he got to do is get it done. You done been paid enough money to do that. His mind is,
I know he wasn't he's doing what he's supposed to do as far as that part is. I know he's doing that part, on that end with the courts and all of that.
Huh?
But I'm trying to figure out why you're so worrisome about when you said about the money part.
What you mean why?
because they need it. That's
Well, yeah, he needed and it's his. I mean, let's not get this fucked up. This man working for you. He works for you. And you want him to do some work and you ain't paying him his money. So yeah, he worried about it. Why you think he what?
why. They need it. You say the other day about somebody, the driver? They need it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why. And this the biggest party shit they done had in a minute.
How you
Come
know
on
that?
now. Don't for the prono, whatever you want to call it.
Prono. What is it, my pro bono? Oh, this is true. Said pro bono. He's saying that the attorney is typically pro bono, so he needs the money. Are you fucking serious right now? Most attorneys that do pro bono work, they're able to do pro bono work because they make good money with other clients. And they see a benefit. Sometimes they just give back, right? So they do that to give back. Sometimes it's a tax write-off. Sometimes wait a minute. Hold on. I just saw a Laker girl said pro boni. Wait. But sometimes they do it as a tax write-off. Sometimes the firm that they're working with, because that firm likes to or allots so much pro bono work that they want to do per year, and that's the way it happens. I understand that Krell may have his own firm, but a lot of times, so for instance, my attorney, he has his own firm, but he works in association with another firm who will divvy out work, right? Divvy cases out to different attorneys that they feel, are to a certain caliber that they want to associate with. That's why a lot of these firms are, they have a name like John Ellis and Associates. Well, the and associates are people who may not work directly with the firm or attorneys of the firm, but they are attorneys that work with the firm. And so that firm will divvy out assignments to those different attorneys that are their associates, right? So it sounds like, yeah, I don't know if that's what he's trying to get at. Maybe he does do some pro bono work, but typically broke ass attorneys are not doing a lot of pro bono work. And your case was not a pro bono case. You are a paid client, sir. So therefore, you need to pay him. And why would you think he would go above and beyond for a Negro who is not paying his bill, sir? Child, a mess.
You'll figure it out.
I will relay that message.
Yeah. I'm good with the talk game, but let's see what it's gonna be by the end of the motherfucking week, like you said. I mean, I'm not talking about my case. I'm talking about saying what I got going on. That's it. Fast. I've been in 3 straight shit. That's what I'm on. 3rd. Oh yeah. Come on now.
Huh?
That is so, like, I would hate, that's a sad position to really have to put, again, your life, like I was telling the last lawyer, your life is in the person's hands. And I explain that to them in that scenario because it's the only way you can understand it, like a doctor.
Huh?
You know, when a doctor offers that person go or not go, you know, and it's just sometimes too much responsibility for a person.
Yeah.
When you give off the energy, you know, that he ain't gonna be, because I had a conversation about the last problem situation. So you give off the energy. And I can't, you know, the problem that we had with BC.
Oh, okay. I get it.
So my thing is, you know, this has to be done all the way right. All the way right, not half-assed.
It's the same thing to me. It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing.
It's not the exact same thing. It just touched a different button that got you stirred up on that end. But on the other end, he's working, but he shouldn't have got too comfortable. He should have never got her information to even reach out.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that the attorney should never have had access and had the ability to call the woman, the wife of his client, who is actually paying the bill? But he should have access and the ability to contact you. That's what you're saying, Sonya? Is that what we're getting at? You are the person that he should have had contact with, but he should not have contact with the woman who is the wife of his client and who is paying the actual bill for his client. Yeah, this all makes sense now. It all makes sense. This is so weird. Hey, Shay, that's exactly what his side bitch just said. This fool right here. Are you serious? My God, today. I know I didn't just hear that. That's crazy.
Thank you.
Because he's kind of stirred the pot with that.
It done stirred the pot all the way around.
And I'm going to have to tell him, you cannot, don't even call her on anything. Just let him talk to her, and then she will, you know, go from there. Because she doesn't need to talk to him to send him payments, right?
Right.
She know how to send them.
She know how to do all that. Yeah.
So I'm gonna just tell him
My God.
You're effing up on that end.
Yeah, because it's gonna be over with. I mean, for real, it's gonna be over with. If I ain't out here by next week, like they say, I'm done with that shit.
Huh?
I already told you, they should send them a note. That's it, man. That's 20. We can't. If I ain't out by then for us, 20 we lost out. Get it from the mud later. I just got to sit in here. I just have to do it, man. Public defender, man. I ain't finna do all this shit no more.
Yeah, you just gonna have to sit in there. In fact, I got news for you. My name is V Bella. V Bella is back. Okay, baby? And I got news for you, sir. You're going to have to sit there for not 1 more year, not 2 more years, but possibly damn near 3 more years before it is time for your black ass to go to court and decide whether or not you're going to take a plea or sit up there like a fool and go to trial. Either way it goes, you going to sit your ass there. Okay? V Bella is back.
Oh no, you're not about to just sit in there. We
Well,
ain't got to have them.
I'm just telling you right now.
No.
I'm telling you right now.
Mm-mm.
I'm telling you right now because I'm telling you right now.
Tell it.
For that nigga to do that shit right there, what that tell me?
What?
That tell me shit ain't goddamn concrete.
Huh?
Okay? That shit is not concrete. Let me get mine before the shit fall off.
No.
Well, let's be clear. Your shit is hard for your concrete in what way? Concrete in what way? Sir, you have fucked up charges and you know you did this shit. Sir, you're guilty of sin. So unless you thought he was going to be able to take a magic wand and snap his fingers and say abracadabra and some shit, unless he is David motherfucking Blaine or David motherfucking Copperfield, I don't know what you thought was going to happen here, sir. I mean, maybe you've just been very, very lucky in the past, but see, you've pressed your luck 1 too many times, sir. So yeah, it's concrete, all right, but not in the way in which you had hoped for. You did this. And then you don't want to pay a nigga? And you don't want him talking to the woman who pays him? And instead you got a little bony heifer calling him, dictating on what he's supposed to do and who he can talk to and all that bullshit? You sound crazy as hell.
Sometimes what it tells you too on the flip end is people get the work done and niggas skate on you and don't pay you too.
But this ain't that type of person. This ain't this.
I know, but again, just like how you feel about lawyers being burned. Lawyers get burned too by clients.
Yeah, that's true too. But guess what? Did I burn any of these last 2 lawyers? These motherfuckers burnt me.
I know. So I'm gonna have the conversation.
Yeah, you done had it for 1,000 pounds, this motherfucker.
Well, I'm gonna have to put I'm gonna have to just. I text him the last situation, but I'm gonna talk to him and tell him I need you to just not talk to her. Period.
Need him what?
There's no reason. If there's money issues, you have to go through him.
Wow.
And let him do what he does. Do not talk to her, period.
So you are going to tell his attorney, do not talk to his wife. I said, do not talk to his wife. Who am I? I'm his side hoe. Okay? You listen to me. You don't listen or talk to his wife. You talk to me, his side hoe. This how this go. You sound like a fool. And he's a bigger fool for allowing you to do the shit. And this is why you are where you are. And I am very, very pleased. Okay? I'm very pleased.
No sense. Right now, the boy already.
That's just what it is. There's no need. You don't have to. And you can, everything can go through him. That's what it's going to be. And we have to respect your wishes. Because that's who we work for.
And that's how we started it.
That's what we work for. You work for the client. Not the client's wife or the client's client. You're
not the client.
You got 15.
You are not the client though, Sonya. So why is he listening to you? Why is he taking orders from you? You are not the client. This man and his wife are.
You got a 15-piece. Niggas ain't got no 15-piece no more out there. They don't got it. I'm gonna talk plain. We don't have it.
But what? Okay, so how are we gonna finesse this whole BC thing with getting your money back from BC?
Let me explain something about that with BC. That's easy. Okay, that's coming back. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't give a fuck about that right now because that's money in the bank. I'm not worried about that.
I wonder how he finessed that too, to be quite honest, because you pay the attorney and you don't like what they did, I'm surprised you getting a refund. If you got a refund, I don't know how you did that. I don't know how you did that. I don't know if you and BC got some other kind of understanding, some other bullshit that we don't know about. I don't know, but I think it's very interesting that if you were able to get money back from BC. I think that's very interesting. I do.
I worry about my freedom. If I get free, I get that shit 1,000 times. That's nothing.
So that's nothing, but you need nothing. You have nothing. Okay. And nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Okay. And you got to have something. If you want to be with me, I don't understand. You don't have nothing. And now you're really without anything. That's why you got Tight Suit Hoover over there to help you. Okay. Because if you had something, then you wouldn't be sitting over there with a nothing attorney. I'm just saying. That man doesn't have anything. He doesn't have enough to buy a suit that fits. He doesn't. Okay. I'm just saying.
Okay, so if I'm free, guess who's going to hurry up and get that money back? Because somebody did something they couldn't do. Damn. I didn't do that. Let me give them that shit back. Because damn, whoever got him out, guess what? I need to be afraid they're going to come after me and put a lawsuit on me. Or go at the bar after my shit. Because I didn't do right. It's simple math. You understand? And I don't want to talk on the phone like this here, but motherfuckers don't think I don't know what's going on. It's simple. If a motherfucker like Superman get a motherfucker move around like they do, guess what? It's the same thing.
Ain't a command. No, you're not. You're right.
Okay, come on now. I didn't make it this far to be a dummy.
Oh shit.
So that's why.
No, you definitely are a dummy, and your dumminess is what got you this far. It is your dumminess. Okay? It's the dumbness of it all that got you this far. Talking about I didn't come this far I didn't come this far to be a dummy. No, you did. You did. How far did you get, sir? Oh yeah. That's a fact, Jack. My God. Miss Lorraine said, Wooten said, bring everything, Sonya. 2 cell phones, laptop, nasty pics of your nasty cooch will send you to jail because you won't bring them. Okay? That's what Miss Lorraine has said. Okay, you nasty whore. Okay? Listen.
Oh, man, it's real talk. It's just a regular conversation with regular people that doing business. Ain't no slick shit. It's real. It made the best man win. Just like you said, I'm not worried about your lawyer. I mean, the DA. I'm worried about your motherfucking lawyer. That's exactly what I'm worried about now.
Are you?
The lawyer. So it is what it is. If you worry about your reputation, you ain't worried about no chips because you know if you think like I think, the chips is already coming 40 more.
You have 1 minute remaining.
So if you got time today.
Hey sis, I ain't heard you in a while. How you doing? Hey girl, hey. Hey, how you doing, GTL? Hey girl. Yeah, girl. I ain't talked to you in over a week, sis. How you been? It was nice to well, I mean, it's nice to hear your voice on this side. That was the GTL lady. Yeah, I've had the pleasure of listening and speaking with her for several days. Okay, it's been a while, but hey, GTL lady, hey girl, we got 1 more minute, girl. Okay.
Get with that fucker today, cause like if he gonna walk away, I'll just get me a bottle of finna and roll this shit and keep my change. At least I can go buy me some motherfucking overalls and some goddamn skippers when I get out.
Skippers?
But these niggas here.
Call me back around 7.
What you say?
Call me back around 7.
Thank you. Love you too.
Love you.
Thank you for using Global
Hey, girl.
Telink.
Okay, I'm going to actually stop this right there because we've been on here for 2 hours. Okay. And I'm going to come back and do call two with you guys on tomorrow. Now, I know that me and my friend Native Tribe Urban Media, we are on par to do our text messages on tomorrow. Okay. They are scheduled to be on his channel. Uh-huh. So we will be over there. But prior to that, I would love for us to spend some time to hear call number two. What do you say? Does that sound like a winner? Okay. Does that sound like a plan? I also want to spend some time tomorrow, and it will probably be in a separate live. I know, Shell. Time flies when you're having fun. Can you believe it? Yes, girl, it's been 2 hours, hour and 57 minutes. Um, so I gotta hear what the hell these heifers said over there at the Big Jeff show. Okay, I need to understand what they was over there saying to Young Thug's daddy once he finally made it to his own damn show. Okay, so that'll probably be a separate live. So get used to it, heifers. You're gonna see me a lot on tomorrow. Okay. I've just named at least 3 different opportunities for you to hear from me. Now, I did say I'll probably go over to Cuffs and Comforts. If I don't go tomorrow, I definitely will go on Wednesday for sure and spend a good amount of time over there because I'm anxious to hear this interview with Sonya and Sylvia and their foolishness. Hey, by the way, did y'all hear the call? The call that Sylvia did a whole live yesterday. Was that yesterday? She set up a whole live to hear a call from Nesto, and that shit was trash. There was nothing. That man spoke for less than 5 minutes and ain't said shit. And she acted like it was some big deal. But she says a weird trip for listening to the calls. But yet and still, she came out here many times and played us her actual visits. Make it make sense. If it's so ridiculous that anybody would be interested in seeing the visits and the calls, why did she come out here and play her own? And why on earth did she think we wanted to hear that lousy ass call she played yesterday? It was so brief. He didn't say shit. Talking about he want to encourage her. Encourage her for what? Negro, please. They are so ridiculous. Yes, Dimples Whipples, they are very remedial. Okay, all of them. All 3 of them. Okay, and anybody else who associates with them. Just ridiculous. So, anywho, I think call 2 isn't this a call where Dion gets involved? So tomorrow we will listen to that together. Okay. So we will do that. We'll listen to call 2. We will listen to that damn interview. If I don't know if it's good or not, but I'm gonna need to listen to it with y'all. Okay. I'm gonna need company if I'm going to listen to it because I want to know what the hell they said over there. Because I heard what's his name? Oh God. Oh my gosh. What's the gentleman's name that comes on Bougie's channel? Joey. I heard Joey said that he felt as if the reason why the prosecution is really on Sonya's ass was possibly because of that interview. So I want to know what the hell she said in that interview. Because I talked to Heifer for 2.5 hours and she didn't say much of shit, but a bunch of trash. And I don't even know if any of that shit would be useful to the prosecution. Maybe, maybe not. But I can't imagine what she could have said over there on Big Jeff's channel that could have prompted a possible subpoena. So I just want to go hear that. Okay. So I'm going to go hear that. We'll do that one live. We'll do another live to finish off this second call. And then we'll be over at Native Tribe Urban Media's house. Okay. So that we can do our text messaging. Okay. Are you all okay with this? Okay. Please hit the like button. All right. If you didn't catch the whole thing, please feel free to rewind. Okay, I really hate that native tribe, urban media was live at the same time. I had no idea that he's Mondays at 8. So sorry, but it means nothing really because everybody can hit the replay. It's good. It's all good. We all family. Okay. So y'all make sure y'all come back and y'all listen. You hit the like button. You share this mother sucker out. Okay. And I will see you all on tomorrow. Does that sound good? Okay. Is that good in the hood? I hope so. I really love you guys to pieces. I ain't gonna lie, I'm tempted to come back out here because there are a couple of things that I've seen that I kind of want to share. That are unrelated to Nesto or whatever. But I'm tempted to come back live again tonight. But if I don't, I will see you at least 3 times on tomorrow, baby. All right. So until we meet again, know that I love you all to pieces and ain't a motherfucking thing you can do about it. You heard me? Not a damn thing. Smooches.